The Goss government took office at the very end of 1989, and we came into office after 32 years of Conservative rule, and there was an enormous need for an enormous tranche of law reform. Things that we would now regard as shocking were routine back in those days.
Women having to leave the public services as they got married, or the expectation that as soon as you were pregnant, that's it. You aren't to work anymore. And, we think that that's so long ago, but it wasn't.
Sexual harassment was absolutely par for the course and not even thought about, and women really did have much lesser opportunities to live a life that they wanted to live.
I didn't really know any of my rights about being transgender. In fact, I felt incredibly terrified and frightened about actually acting or finding out information about my own health needs. So I hid that part of myself, and that caused a lot of other health effects.
And they said, you can't sit with your friends. You had to sit up the back, maybe with one carer. And I said, I don't have a carer.
I felt his hand grab me on the back of the neck. And when I went to look, it was a security guard, and everything just happened so quick. It was just like, is this the guy?
We had the feeling that we are surrounded by the people who had negative responses towards us.
I then sought to take a complaint to the Equal Opportunity Commission, to be only told that I couldn't make a complaint because impairment wasn't covered by discrimination law.
And I said, if I could do something about this, I would. And one of my staffers said, well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Attorney, you've got a meeting about the drafting of the Anti Discrimination Act very shortly. Why don't you raise it then?
Attorney General Dean Wells got the green light from Cabinet to prepare legislation outlawing discrimination.
I have little doubt that the Anti Discrimination Act in Queensland has been an incredibly important piece of legislation.
People can more readily identify that that is inappropriate, and that action can be taken to stop that behaviour. And that's extremely important.
It sends a clear message that discrimination and vilification is wrong, and there will be consequences if it happens.
Providing access for the everyday person, I think, has been the most valuable thing that the Commission has done, that there are no costs involved in making a complaint.
I made a complaint because I thought it was the right thing to do at the time, because I've been brought up, just like a lot of other people, you know right from wrong.
When somebody makes a complaint, they don't do it lightly. They do it because they are sick and tired of being treated as a second-class citizen.
I think things have changed a lot since that time, and a lot of people wouldn't know how different society was then to what it is now.
And I think one of the most important things that we've seen is the ability of law to change culture in Queensland. So these ideals of equality and non-discrimination are actually characteristics of our culture in Queensland.
And so it's a game changer. It alters things forever and alters everything for the better.
I think we're looking at it in a very different context to what we might have years ago when it was put in there, but it's just as important now than ever.
When we oppress one of our own number, we are oppressing ourselves. And that's why the Anti Discrimination Act was important.